Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy Show with the host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Guys, today, we're talking about the Spirit, being led by the Spirit, cultivating the Spirit, being about the Spirit, and ultimately trusting the Spirit. So we have a really interesting show planned, so thanks for joining us. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Let's dive in. So guys, today we're talking about the Spirit, meaning that part of ourselves that is the invisible, at times the ineffable, the thing that connects all sentient beings, and certainly all human beings. And that original primordial energy that if you know the show, we talk about this quite a bit, that if it is true, as many so-called world religions claim, that in the beginning there was just God or Yahweh or Amen or choose your own name for the great I am. And from that one thing, all things were made manifest. In the Egyptian tradition, they talk about it, the energy subdividing. Folks in the Christian tradition talk about how, we know that the story in Genesis of how from the Spirit, the God figure did what it did and created the world, right? And so, but if it is true that at one point there was just one thing, and from all things were created, that means that one thing, that one energy, and as we learned from 10th grade science, the energy cannot be created or destroyed, it just changes form. So that one thing that was here in the beginning is still here in a multitude of forms, including, if that's true, that means that spirit thing has got to be inside us. If you know the show, you've heard this many times, but we like to repeat that because at times it's hard to believe, and also because the implications are so dramatic. If the original thing, if I'll just call it God for now, if that thing is inside of everyone, inside of me and inside of you, what are the implications of that, right? And that's the thing. One major implication of it is that because in every major world religion, so-called world religions, but also in the original religions, the original belief systems, God, Spirit, is a creator. So that means at your core that you have by nature, right, in your DNA, you are a creator, that you can, in part, create your own life, literally, right? Now that's a lot of responsibility, that's a lot of trust, but one can best do that by tapping into that primordial original energy inside of yourself, cultivating that, working with that. And that, it takes work. People oftentimes say, man, you get up so early in the morning, which I do, someone once told me, man, you don't like to sleep, do you? I was like, are you crazy? Shoot, some Doritos and some sleep? I can do it all day. But that's not what I need to be doing, right? And so I'm up this early so I can I can tap into that spirit. I can cultivate that spirit so I can, do this. So, because unlike Beyonce, I did not wake up like this. This is work. But it's good work, and it's work that's worth it because of the joy and the power that it brings for our family, for my family, my communities, my ancestors, and myself. But it can be replicated by anyone. So what I'm getting to is that as you do which is point one, as you do the work to cultivate spirit, tap into spirit, align with spirit, your inner spirit, that is the first step of what I'll just call productivity. Enhanced productivity. Point two is that, so it just can't be when you're like in the morning, I'm getting up, I'm doing all these, I'm reading, I'm meditating, doing all this stuff, doing our show right now. I'm doing a bunch of kind of internal work. When no one is up, my kids are asleep, my lady's asleep, I'm up in the office. I'm getting ready to be daddy and to be a partner and to be all the things that I am in the world. Then I have to go into the world and show and prove, right? So this is just a practice. I'm practicing, I have to take this into the world, and as I'm going through my oftentimes crazy days, be able to maintain this spirit and belief and positionality, which is point two, we have to live it. This lifestyle is about living it, being it. Today's my daughter's birthday. I've been reflecting on her, emotional about her. Harlem was born today 9 years ago. Wow, it's her ninth revolution around the sun. It's extraordinary. Wow, our lives, what we've been through together, it's been so crazy. And man, love has sustained us through extraordinary challenges. It's been, wow, so deep, which I won't get into right now. But yeah, it's extraordinary that she's 9 now. Wow, this is crazy. And so now as I go out to the world, I'm going out to apply these techniques, these ideas, these ideologies, these philosophies in the real world amidst the challenges and distractions of life. And I mentioned my daughter because she's raised around me. She's seen Dad. When she wakes up, Daddy's awake. Either I'm already writing, or if I got up late, I'm meditating still, whatever. But she sees this life. She sees it up close, which goes right into point 3. As you live this life, as you live your life, as you are tapping into spirit, trust and believe. The people who actually know your life, you're always gonna have haters who don't really know your life at all, who are just hating because that's what haters do. Haters gotta have a job. It's to hate, and haters must do their job. They gonna hate. I mean, I've seen some of the most brilliant people, beautiful people, hated upon. It's really, man, as Reverend Michael says from Agape, the mediocrity will always attack excellence, and that's the truth. That's my experience. I've seen lots of that in my own life, but also other people who I know. Great people, in the mediocre, the folks who don't want to do the work, whose job it is to hate, because they aren't doing the work themselves. They like to attack excellence. So when you, though, are living excellence, in this case, tapping into the spirit excellently and seeing all the benefits of that process, the folks who know you best, like my children, my daughters Jerusalem and Harlem, my lady Carmen, because they see it every day, they are going to be influenced for good, because they are, in this age of curating one's life through social media, through Instagram. People will, I'm living my best life, but that's all for the camera. It's for the gram. And some people are living that for real, but a lot of it's fake. It's not people's real lives. But when people, but when it's your real life, because the people who actually know you behind the camera, they see your everyday life, and you live in this fashion. I mean, they're inspired. They're taught. My kids, you can't tell my kids nothing. They know everything. I know a lot of parents think that about their kids. My kids, whoo. So what I've learned, what helps me best be the best father I can be, is to lead by example. Although I was raised in a situation where it was, children should be seen, not heard. You do what I say, not what I do. I heard that about a billion times from my own mama. The old school stuff. And there's some good in that. And at times I do revert to that, but I don't, that's not where I lead. That's not where I am usually. I lead by example, because I know in the long run, pretty much, a kid becomes what a kid sees. I want my children to see this, to see the discipline and the spirituality and the work and the joy that comes out of it. And so, of course, we're all going, they have to live their own lives, but they will have a foundation rooted in not some created fake life, but Daddy's real life every day in front of them. And that's the point I wanted to express to you. As you do you, just do you, you will be of service to so many people. So boom goes the dynamite. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.